Let's talk perfectionism, shall we? If you don't know me, my name is Dina Cataldo. I am a former criminal prosecutor turned full time life coach for lawyers. And I help lawyers learn how to manage their mind so that they can get more done, have more ease in their life, and have the freedom that they want to live the life they want. And I'm here to talk to you today about perfectionism because there's three little known ways that perfectionism really impacts our lives and causes burnout. And I want to share those with you. And I'm sharing them with you ahead of my brand new masterclass called Bye Bye Burnout. And there I'm going to be showing you how to end perfectionism, how to banish procrastination, and how to set boundaries so that you can live your life the way that you want to on your terms. And you can sign up for this new masterclass at the button below, or you can go to dinacataldo.com/calendar masterclass. Because perfectionism, procrastination, not having boundaries, they all impact our time. And one of the things that we have a lot of control of when we pay attention to it is our time. I know a lot of times it doesn't feel that way, right? Like we just keep getting more work, it just keeps coming into our inbox. But I want to share with you that as a criminal prosecutor, I learned how to manage my time so that I could create a full time business that I could step into. Right? I did the work making a podcast. You might have heard of it. It's called Be a Better Lawyer Podcast. And in that podcast, I needed to develop concepts and ideas to help people. And I was learning how to do that, work on that business while I was a full time lawyer, taking care of an aging parent, taking care of my dog who has health issues, taking care of other people in my life. And I want you to know it is possible. And I wanted to make it in my life possible because I didn't want the stress or the pressure because I had been diagnosed with breast cancer when I was 29 years old. So it was really important to me to watch out for the kinds of stress and pressure that I was creating for myself. And when I learned how to create it for myself, I could teach it to my clients. And that's what I do now. And that's what I'm going to be doing in this brand new calendar masterclass. Let me share with you the three little known ways that perfectionism might be causing some burnout in your life. Now, how many of you have actually called yourself a perfectionist? I know I have at one point in my life. I needed to let that go in order to have the life that I wanted, in order to feel more peace, more ease, and have the freedom that I wanted. Excuse me, to live the life that I wanted to live, not the life that other people were telling me to live or the life that my brain was telling me I should want to live, the life that I really wanted. Excuse me while I have a sip of tea. And perfectionism is not something that we just are. It's something that is caused by a thought in our brain. That's the amazing thing about this is our thoughts are optional if we see them. And the thought that creates this perfectionist mindset is a thought like, it's not good enough, I'm not good enough, I should be better, it should be better. And when we have that thought, it generates a feeling that then generates an action, right? In this case, perfectionism looks like taking lots of time on documents when you really need to be doing something else. And I'm going to share with you a couple other things too. So, the very first one, and I just mentioned it, the very first little known thing that perfectionism can cause burnout with is the amount of time that you are spending on documents that just don't need that time spent. I had one client who would review and review and review and review and review, and I'm not even kidding you, 7, 8, 9, 10 times a document that had been reviewed multiple times and didn't need to be reviewed anymore because she believed that she might be missing something, that there was something that was wrong, but she kept reviewing it. Other people had reviewed it and it was fine. But she had created this anxiety in her body with that thought, which caused her action of reviewing and reviewing and reviewing instead of just dropping it. And what helped her was recognizing that the facts are the facts. Okay, there's no new facts in the case. You have all the facts in a box. And within that box is the constraint that you have to create the document that you're creating or do the research that you're doing, whatever it is. At some point, you've got to just release the reins and say, it's done. And perfectionism prevents you from recognizing that sooner and then moving forward. And in my calendar masterclass, I'm going to show you exactly how to start releasing that so that you can then get done what you want to get done, whether it's more work, right? Like getting your billables done or going to the gym. Because I know a lot of perfectionists, they don't go to the gym because they feel like they need to keep working, right? They skip the gym at the end of the day. Maybe they miss dinner with their family, or they're thinking about work and how maybe they should be doing something better, and they're not spending quality focused time with their family. Instead, what they're doing is they're worrying about work, and that all comes from that perfectionist mindset, and it is creating burnout. The second little known way that perfectionism causes burnout is not putting what we want into the world and then ruminating about it just over and over and over again. And let me give you an example of this. If you have your own practice, this is going to be really easy to see. There's a branch of your practice that you want to expand in, but you've been putting it off because you've been telling yourself you're not good enough, you're not ready, right? There is something like marketing that you want to put out into the world, but you keep telling yourself, I need to do this one more thing and then I'll be ready, right? There is, if you're working within your business, a document like I just mentioned, maybe you're not putting that out into the world to hit your deadlines. You might be missing deadlines because you're putting things off. And when we put things off, right, that's procrastination. That perfectionist mindset causes some procrastination and we don't do it. We don't put it out into the world. And then we're depriving the world of our brilliance, right? You're depriving your client of what it is they need to move forward. Maybe you're not billing because you don't have all the information, right? You keep thinking, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that. There needs to be this perfect time, this perfect moment so that you could do all of the billing. You're depriving your client of closure on that billing for the month. Recognize where this is causing burnout in you because you're constantly thinking about your practice instead of thinking about your life and what you want. We're going to talk more about this in the calendar masterclass. So be sure to sign up at dinacataldo.com/calendar masterclass. The third little known way that perfectionism causes burnout, and this one is just so hidden, people just don't see it. Until now, you're going to see it and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I do that all the time. If you have a practice where you are billing hours, you may not be billing your full value. Let me tell you why. Because the thought in your brain that's creating the perfectionism, I should be better, I should be doing more, I should know this, right? That is also causing you to spend so much time that you then begin to think, well, maybe I should have done this faster. I don't know that I should have spent so much time on this. I don't know that it's fair for me to bill my client for all of the time I spent thinking about this. And then you underbill yourself. You're being unfair to yourself. You're not valuing the time that you are spending. And so then you're underbilling. Now, if you totally changed your perfectionist mindset and started thinking about what it is that was going to help you help your clients in the best possible way, and I will show you how to do this in the calendar masterclass, you would not have the perfectionism eating away at your billing, eating away at yourself when you're at home, eating away at all of the tasks that you also have on your to-do list that you're not getting to because you're spending so much time on one particular item. When you start to change your mindset, you automatically start to change the actions that you take in your life. Because the thoughts that we have create the actions that we have in our life. Every thought that we think becomes an action. Every action that we've taken originates with a thought. I'm going to share with you how this works every single day, all through your practice, and how you can begin to take back your time, take back your peace and your freedom so you can start living your life the way that you want to. Join me for Calendar Masterclass. It is going to be amazing for you. You're going to get time back in your practice. You're going to be able to think differently about how you approach your practice. Go to dinacataldo.com/calendar masterclass and you'll get all of the details there. And then you can start changing your life. This is something that every single one of us can do. Every single one of us, especially high achieving lawyers, which is who I talk to, right? Like you wouldn't be here unless you were a high achieving lawyer who wanted to change things for yourself while delivering quality product, right? Like there's no downside to this. When you start learning the mindset, you can still deliver amazing service to your clients, amazing work to your clients, and take the pressure and the stress off of you. So I will see you at the Calendar Masterclass. I hope you have a great rest of your day.